It was one of those moments that sets royal watchers' hearts racing and sends the media into a frenzy, the kind of sighting that instantly becomes the talk of the town and leaves everyone wondering what is really going on behind the gilded palace doors. Crown Prince Christian of Denmark, the handsome young heir whose life has been under the gentle yet constant gaze of both his nation and the global press, was recently spotted in the company of a young woman widely reported to be his new romantic interest, a certain Emma whose name is now making the rounds in whispers, headlines, and social media threads from Copenhagen to Sydney. The scene unfolded with a mix of charm, intrigue, and subtle royal flair, as onlookers quickly recognized the familiar figure of the future king walking in step with someone who, for all intents and purposes, seemed to command his full attention. Christian, who has grown up in the public eye as the eldest child of Queen Mary and King Frederik X, is no stranger to speculation about his personal life. But this latest sighting felt different. The chemistry between the two was undeniable, the kind of natural ease that fuels endless conversations about young love in royal circles. Observers noted how he leaned slightly toward her as they walked, his expression relaxed, and his smile appearing more often than usual, while Emma herself exuded a quiet confidence, the sort that suggests she was not overwhelmed by the fact that she was, quite literally, side by side with the Crown Prince of Denmark. It is moments like these that invite deeper questions. Is this a fleeting youthful friendship, or the early stages of something that could one day carry the weight of royal tradition? To truly understand the significance of this, one must first consider Christian's place in the royal narrative. Born in 2005, he has spent his entire life balancing the expectations of a nation with the ordinary experiences of growing up. As the firstborn of King Frederik and Queen Mary, Christian is destined to inherit a role that has been carefully shaped over centuries of Danish monarchy, a role that comes with immense responsibility but also the privilege of shaping the future of the crown. His mother, Queen Mary, herself a figure of fascination as an Australian-born commoner who transformed into a poised and respected queen, has often spoken about the importance of allowing her children to develop their own identities outside the constraints of royal protocol. It is perhaps this upbringing, a blend of regal training and everyday freedom, that allows Christian to appear so at ease when engaging with friends and companions in public, even when the cameras are watching. The sighting of Christian with Emma took place in a setting that was as public as it was unplanned. Passers-by quickly recognized them, with several pulling out their phones to capture the moment. These images, later shared across Instagram, Twitter, and Danish news outlets, became the catalyst for a wave of speculation. Was Emma a longtime friend from school? Someone he had met through mutual acquaintances in the upper echelons of Copenhagen society? Or perhaps, as some media outlets suggested, the two had been quietly spending time together for months, choosing to keep their growing closeness under wraps until this very moment of public visibility. Adding to the intrigue was Emma's choice of attire, simple yet elegant, perfectly in tune with the understated style often associated with the Danish royal family. Fashion analysts were quick to point out how her neutral tones, soft fabrics, and minimal accessories echoed the style codes of Queen Mary, who is known for blending modern fashion with royal appropriateness. Christian, for his part, was dressed in casual yet sharp attire, a well-fitted jacket over a light shirt, paired with dark trousers, the sort of ensemble that signaled both youthful ease and an awareness of public image. Body language experts who examined the photographs noted subtle cues that hinted at their comfort with one another. The way Christian's arm occasionally drifted slightly toward her side as they walked, the way they maintained eye contact during conversation, and the relaxed yet synchronized pace of their steps all suggested a shared familiarity that goes beyond casual acquaintance. It is worth remembering that for someone in Christian's position, even the most mundane public interaction can become the subject of intense scrutiny. The Danish press, known for being generally respectful toward the royal family, nevertheless recognizes the public's appetite for any sign of romance or personal connection in the life of the young heir. After all, Christian represents not just the future of the monarchy, but also the continuation of a beloved royal narrative, one that has, in recent decades, been defined by love stories that captured the imagination of the nation. His parents' own romance, which began when a young Frederik met Mary Donaldson during the 2000 Sydney Olympics, has become the stuff of modern fairy tales. The idea that Christian might now be embarking on his own romantic chapter adds a layer of sentimental excitement for royal watchers who have followed him from childhood. In the days following the sighting, Danish tabloids and online forums were buzzing with theories. Some claimed that Emma had been spotted before at social gatherings attended by members of the royal family, while others dug into her background, searching for clues about her connection to Christian. Was she part of an aristocratic family, or a fellow student from his academic circles. The palace, in keeping with tradition, remained silent on the matter, neither confirming nor denying the speculation. This silence, while typical for royal households, only served to heighten public interest. The phenomenon is not unique to Denmark. Across Europe, the romantic lives of young royals often become subjects of fascination, blending the worlds of celebrity culture and constitutional tradition. For Christian, the challenge lies in navigating these waters while maintaining his privacy, a balancing act that even seasoned royals sometimes struggle to achieve. Yet, based on his demeanor during this sighting, he seems remarkably adept at carrying himself with both openness and discretion. The growing attention on Emma has inevitably led to comparisons with other young women who have been romantically linked to heirs across European monarchies. Commentators note that if their relationship were to become official, Emma would face a unique set of pressures, adapting to the unspoken rules of royal life, managing media attention, and aligning her public image with the expectations of a nation. Queen Mary's own journey from private citizen to royal consort is often cited as a blueprint, though each romance unfolds in its own unique way. This particular sighting may be just the beginning of a much longer story, one that could evolve quietly behind closed palace doors or play out more openly in the public eye. For now, what remains clear is that Crown Prince Christian is stepping further into the spotlight, not just as the future king, but as a young man whose personal choices, romantic and otherwise, will inevitably shape how the Danish monarchy is perceived in the years to come. Every photograph, every casual outing, every shared smile has the potential to become part of a larger narrative that blends the personal with the historic. And in a time when European royals are increasingly viewed through the lens of modern relevance, these moments of relatable humanity, walking beside someone who makes you smile, resonate far beyond the borders of Denmark. Christian's sighting with Emma may have been brief, but its impact has been significant. It has sparked conversations not just about his personal life, but also about the evolving role of royalty in a modern, media-saturated world. In the end, whether Emma becomes a lasting presence in his life or remains a fleeting figure in the chronicles of royal gossip, this moment has reminded the public that behind the titles and traditions, there are real people, navigating real relationships, under extraordinary circumstances. And perhaps that is why we cannot look away. After all, the story of a prince and a potential love interest has always been one of the most enduring narratives in history, timeless, compelling, and endlessly captivating. With every step they took together that day, Christian and Emma unknowingly added a new chapter to the royal story, one that will be revisited, reimagined, and retold in the weeks, months, and perhaps even years to come. What do you think? Is this just youthful friendship, or the start of Denmark's next great royal love story?